Hello children, let's see the next topic, common factors. Many numbers can divide more than one number without leaving any remainder, right? Example, 4 can divide 20, 4 can divide 8 also, 4 can divide 16 and so on. So 4 is a common factor of 20, 8 and 16. So this 4 is called as common factor. Example, suppose question is find the common factors of 12 and 18. So we have to find out first factors of 12, then factors of 18, and then we have to find out how many common factors are there in both the numbers. So factors of 12, 1 and 12 we have to write first. It is an even number, so it is definitely divisible by 2. So 2 6s are 12, and then 3 4s are 12. So these are the factors of 12. Now factors of 18. First write 1, 18. Then it is an even number, so 2 9s are 18, and then 3 6s are 18. So these are the factors of 18. Now we have to find out how many common factors are there in both the numbers. So 1 is a common number, right? Common factors of 12 and 18 are 1 is a common number, 2 is also a common in between them, 3 and 6 as well. So common factors of 12 and 18 are 1, 2, 3 and 8. Next is common multiples. So two or more numbers can have a common multiples. So suppose the question is find the common multiples of 2 and 4 within their first 10 multiples. So what we have to do? We have to write multiples, 10 multiples of 2, 10 multiples of 4, and then we have to find out which numbers are common in both the multiples. So multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20. Multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36 and 40. These are the tables till 10. 2 tens are 20 and till 4 tens are 40. Now we have to see how many common multiples are there. So here 4 is a common, then 8 is common, then 12, then 16, then 20 is common in between them. So these are called as common multiples. So common multiples equals to 4, 8, 12, 16 and 20. Then next topic is co-prime numbers. We have to find out two numbers. Okay. So when two numbers have only one as their common factor, they are called as co-prime numbers. Example, suppose let's take two numbers 4 and 9. So we have to write factors of 4. Factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4. Factors of 9 are 1, 3 and 9. And here common factor is only 1. So when the two numbers have only 1 as their common factor, then these numbers are called as co-prime numbers. Let's take another example like 3 and 4. So write factors of 3. So factors of 3. 3 is a prime number. So factors are 1 and 3. Write factors of 4. 1, 2 and 4 are the factors of 4. Now here common factor is only 1. Only 1 is common in both the numbers. So when two numbers have only 1 as their common factor, then these numbers are called as co-prime numbers. Next is twin prime numbers. We have to find two numbers twin and both the numbers should be prime numbers. So how to select that these numbers are twin prime numbers? So if the two prime number have only one number in between them, then they are called as twin prime number. Example 3 and 5. 3 is also a prime number and 5 is also a prime number. And only one number is there in between them, 4. In between 3 and 5, it is 4. So if two prime numbers have only one number in between them, then they are called as twin prime numbers. 5 and 7. 5 also a prime number, 7 is also a prime number. and only one number is there in between them, that is 6. So 5 and 7 are twin prime numbers. 11 and 30, 11 and 13 are prime numbers, and only one number is there in between them, that is 12. So that's why 11 and 30 are also twin prime numbers. Now next topic is perfect number. What is mean by perfect number? A number which is the sum of its factors except the number itself is called perfect number. It means when we write factors of any number like factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. Now what is mean by perfect number? A number which is the sum of its factors. We have to find the sum of its factors, but except 6. 6 we cannot take except the number itself. That is the condition. So when we add these three numbers, 3 plus 2, 5 and 5 plus 1, 6, which is equals to 6. It means 6 is a perfect number. Okay, so factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. So we have to add all the factors except the number itself. We are not supposed to add the number itself. Other than this, if we add all these factors, it should equal to 6 because factors of 6 we have written, right? So if it is equals to 6, so 6 is a perfect number. Now we have learned prime numbers, prime factors. So let's see prime factorization. You have already learned what prime numbers are. So it is easy to find out prime factors. There are two methods to find the prime factors. First is factor tree method and second is division method. So let's see factor tree method first. So let us consider the number 20. So first step is start with any two factors of 20 and continue till you get all the factors as prime numbers only. Here we want only prime numbers. Okay, only prime factors we want. So suppose let's take, and step 2 is again take any two factors that give you the other number as the product. One more circle the prime numbers. Once more circle the prime numbers. Like let's take 20. Now take just consider, you see that it is divisible by 2 or not, because 2 is a prime number, right? So yes, it is an even number, it is divisible by 2. So when we divide it by 2, we get 2 tens are 20 and one prime factor we get. 10 is not a prime number, 2 is a prime number, so leave it. Now 10 is not a prime number, so again divide it. Again check that 10 is an even number or not. Yes, it is an even number. So again divide it by 2. So when we divide 10 by 2, we get 2 5s are 10. Now here 5 is also a prime number, 2 is also a prime number, and one more 2 is here. It is a prime number. So 20 can be expressed as the product of its prime factors. So we can write 20 is equals to 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 5. So 5 2s are 10 and 10 2s are 20, and all these factors are prime factors only. There is another method that is division method, and in this let us consider the number 36. Step 1 is divide the given number by smallest prime number that divides it completely without leaving a remainder. When we divide it by 36, we have to take any smallest prime number like 2, 3, 5 or 7, smallest 5 number. And we have to divide it completely without leaving a remainder. And step 2 is divide the quotient again and again by prime numbers that divide it completely without leaving a remainder. And we have to continue this process until the quotient is 1. Now, here we are considering the number 36. So we have to write 36 here. Now we have to divide 36 by any smallest prime number. Now 36 is an even number, right? So we can divide it by 2, and 2 is a prime number. So when we divide it by 2, we get 18 2s are 36. Now we have to again divide 18 by smallest prime factor. Again, 80 is an even number, so we can divide it by 2. So when we divide it by 2, we get 2 nines are 18. Now, here we get quotient 9. But 9 is an odd number. It is not an even number. So we cannot divide it by 2. So we'll divide 9 by 3. And 3 is also a prime number. So when we divide it by 3, we get 3 3s are 9. And now again 3, we can divide 3 by 3. So 3 1s are 3. So step 2 is we have to continue this process until the quotient is 1. And yes, we get 1 quotient. So in the left side, we have to take only prime numbers. Okay. And then thus 36 is equals to, we have to multiply all these prime numbers that we get. 2 multiply by 2, multiply by 3, multiply by 3. Here 3 3s are 9, 9 2s are 18, and 18 2s are 36. So we have learned two methods, factor tree method and this is division method, to find out all the prime factors of the given number.